What's up, y'all? This is Daniel with Pride of the Southland Kennels. I'm gonna try to get this video in without the wind disrupting it. This right here is the daughter of Tellico and Iris. She's a granddaughter of Nealon on both sides. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but wanted to give everybody an update because I've had some emails, text messages, comments, things like that. We're down to just 2 bulldogs. That's her and that's Nealon. And the reason for that is she kind of got wrapped up and tied up into always being out here working. And I realized I wasn't spending as much time as I would have liked with family and friends. And one day it just kind of hit me, you know, kids are getting older, they're both in high school. I want to be a little more efficient with my time. And I got my neighbor on his tractor over there, so y'all just have to bear with me. But I just did want to give everybody an update. It's kind of a ghost town out here now. That's Tellico's old kennel. We've turned that into like a little goat shelter. And we got her in here with the goats right now, so I wanted to talk a little bit about what our plans are moving forward. I do have a couple of people that have told me they would breed their dogs back with me. I don't have anything planned right now, but I may reach out to a couple of people in the near future. Everything on this channel moving forward, if I decide to keep doing the YouTube thing, will be regarding American Bulldogs and how they are on a farm, and what's the drawbacks, what's the positives, things like that. As you can see, that little Billy there was testing her. So what I don't want to do with her is make her a one-dimensional dog. I've talked about that in the past with American Bulldogs being one-dimensional, and meaning just I felt like a lot of them were just bred to be catch dogs. Nothing wrong with that. I'll never, I've said this plenty of times, I'll never criticize what other people do with their dogs. I always felt like, and what I was always told and read was these dogs were utility type dogs. So that's what I want to do. She's in here with the goats right now, and she spent last weekend in here with them. But I don't want her to become a livestock guardian dog, because I feel like that dog becomes one-dimensional. Tellico and Iris went down together to Georgia, and reason being for that was, like I said earlier in the video, I want to spend time with friends and family, but I want to be as efficient as possible. And having, what I ended up doing was having several dogs, and this dog would do a certain job, this dog would do a certain job, and I was able to accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish on my land with the American Bulldogs, but I wasn't able to accomplish everything with every dog. So that's really what we're focusing on. She needs to be around these goats and know that she needs to protect them, but if I need to round them up to worm them or vaccinate them or trim their hooves, then she needs to be able to do that too. She's in here to be confident around animals. She does good around the goats. She's a pup, so she's gonna play. I'm gonna let her be a pup. She's good around the chickens. She was a little too friendly for my likings with the hog, and then finally one day one of the hogs decided to pick on her a little bit, I guess you could say, and she never showed any signs that she was intimidated by them, but she took it as play, I guess, even though the hogs weren't playing. And finally one day she put one of them in its place, I guess you could say. She latched onto its ear and the hog stopped. So that was good. Didn't intend on her to be in direct contact with the hogs, but with her size, she was able to crawl on through the hog panel. She's a small dog, and she would get in there every day and they would rough her up, and finally one day she decided that was enough. So that was pretty good. So what we're doing is just I want her to be able to do any and everything. We're really focusing on her doing that, and if we can accomplish that, then we'll utilize her. And my plan is to breed her back to Neelan if we can. But we'll see how that goes. So Neelan, the drawback to Neelan is, and I don't want to get too far into it because I want to kind of make a series of videos, but the drawback to Neelan is he can't live with the animals because he wants to work the animals. So, which is not a bad thing. I can bring him right out of his fenced in area, and if there's a job that needs to be done, he'll do it. And I kind of want a little bit different dog. I want a dog that can go around with me and do the chores, and then when it's time to work, it's time to work. And then when I say chores, she needs to be able to be around the animals, or the dog needs to be able to be around the animals and not do anything that I'm not asking it to do. And Neelan's been used so much that that's what he's ready to do whenever he gets out with the animals, and that's my fault. So really focusing on using the dogs as true utility type dogs, and would really like to get some other people involved, because one man can't do it. I don't want to dedicate all of my free time to doing that when, you know, it's not really, when I feel like anyways, it's underappreciated. So in the future, if we do a breeding, I'd like to get at least one, if not two people that are willing to use their dogs in this same aspect, and also be open to breeding back, or maybe even breeding themselves. That way they get some new blood introduced, and they don't have to do a full-on outcross. We can have, you know, other people with the same blood on one side of the pedigree. So anyhow, that's it. That's the update. Nice and quick and short, but there will be more videos to come. Till next time, this is Daniel with Pride of the Southland Kennels. Thank you all for watching.